How'd you sleep last night?
Sorry.
I slept good. Yeah, got some good sleep last night. So got home late, but was able to sleep in a little bit.
How'd Shane come out today?
Great. I mean, obviously the line was good. Velo looked good, so we'll just kind of have to monitor how he's feeling, today, and then tomorrow be the big story of how he's feeling and to determine next steps. Same with Trevor. Trevor felt good today too.
Has he seen like an increase in velocity or just even just like comfort, Stefan?
Yeah, I think today his velo trended up. I think he topped out around 93, so definitely trending in the right direction. So it's good signs for Trevor.
Santana okay after the rundown last night?
Yeah, he tweaked his ankle a little bit. So couple that with the hot weekend in Kansas City and playing, it just felt like a good day to get him off his feet today.
Gavin said he went through 6 jerseys on Saturday. As a catcher, did you ever have? What were some of the worst days like?
I mean, probably four or five jerseys for me. Mostly in Atlanta and the South and Midwest. But yeah, you change your jersey almost every inning, especially starting pitching. I've caught a lot of guys that change their jersey every inning, and just what you do, so you don't get weighed down.
So you talk to like the Chris and Turney and those guys every day anyway, and your focus is obviously in the field. Like, what does it look like the week of the deadline, like leading up to it, the last 48 hours like this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're working hard. They're having a lot of conversations. They've been through this a lot more than I have. So I'm kept in the loop of what they're thinking or what we're talking about. But at the same time, like I trust those guys, and my job is to manage the team and go out and win the game tonight. So, they're not surprising us with anything. But at the same time, like I don't have anything to do with the trade deadline.
Given that part of it's relatively new last year and this year, is it weird being on the inside, like hearing all the things that are potential? But I mean, Chris always says 90%, 95% of what you talk about never really comes to pass.
It's wild. It's wild to see the process. It's wild to kind of get an inside look. But I'm glad I'm not a business person.
They ever just ask your opinion on players or anything? Just or what you see, know, or heard about a player process?
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously our coaching staff is a great resource. We've got a lot of smart people that have had evaluator roles before or can project and things like that. And it's a full-blown organizational effort anytime we're talking about players. And, it's not just one person. We come together as a group and collaborate and try to make the best decisions.
Did you pinch hit a lot? That's a two-part question. Did you pinch hit a lot? If you did, what's the most difficult part of pinch hitting, you believe?
I mean, you're coming off the bench cold. And yeah, you can go warm up and you can get loose, but you haven't seen a live pitch yet. And now you're hitting in a huge spot. And what really helped, Sam Fold helped me a ton with that when I was a rookie and said, you're not going up there to get a hit. You're going up there to take your at bat. And I think so many times, the best hitters in the world, like the best average ever is 400. And the best pinch hitting average ever is 300. So if that's the case, you're a 100-point different hitter when you go up there as a pinch hitter. So go up there, take your best at bat, and see what happens. And that was pretty cool last night, Vogt hitting that homer.
I was going to say, like, when you come in cold like that, is in your mind you got to take the first pitch, or you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's like you see a guy go up and he swings, but if you're already down 0-1, it's like
you take your at bat off that pitcher how you would. I think it's. There's certain guys we know information where if they attack the zone or if you need to get them in the zone or you never faced them before, that can go into it too. So great at bat by Bo last night.
Are you guys mapped out a starter for tomorrow?
We have not. We need to get through the night. I'll have a starter for you guys post game.
Did you talk to Cade today or after the game or how did?
No, I walked by him and said, keep going. Cade's great. It was a one-off inning for him. The next time he has the opportunity to get the ball, he's going to get the ball.
You're a Hall of Famer now.
I don't know about that.
But no, you are, and you're coming back to work. Just what's it been like going through this whole last weekend?
Andre, Wendy and I driving back yesterday, you're trying to put it all in perspective. It's kind of like this dream you don't want to wake up from, and we're so grateful and have been so humbled by it, but it was magical. And then I can't come up with a better word than that. So many times an event does not meet your expectations. This was 1,000 times more than we could have ever envisioned. And it was because the people were so kind and so outgoing, whether it was the Hall of Fame players or everybody at the Hall of Fame. It's why we love the game. And when you're around these players, you're watching Joe Mauer at the hotel playing t-ball with everybody's kids, including his own. And it's like, isn't that what makes our game so perfect?
Right, absolutely. All right, for a kid that's watching this right now, yeah, you know where I'm going. What's the advice that you give not to be a Hall of Famer, but to have longevity and do this the right way?
I mean, same thing we told our kids. I don't care what you want to do in life. Just have a passion. Have a passion for whatever it is. You're the one that controls the dream. Someday the dream may not become a reality, but don't make it because you quit. And, we all have gotten here with challenges, yourself, everyone else in this business, or really in any walk of life. And dream the dream and see where it takes you.
I heard an interview with you and Rosie, which I loved because you guys are both there. But it talked about most Hall of Famers aren't going to go work anymore.
Yeah.
You still are. How cool is it that you'll be able to have that moment, but you still get to go back up in that booth with Rosie?
I couldn't wait to get back tonight, Then, of course, the news yesterday dampened it a little bit. But, no, Andre, again, any night I walk into a booth to do a Major League game for 36 years, I don't feel like I've worked a day in my life. And as great as this weekend was, the phone call in December, nothing tops that phone call in January of 1990 offering you the job. And for me, the impossible dream became a reality. And I'm very blessed any night I walk into a baseball game and I didn't pay for a ticket.
No doubt. All right, last thing, and you're not going to have an answer. I remember you told me when you first got it, Johnny Bench called, and you were just like, wow. Now after this weekend, has there been one guy, baseball card that you had or person or family member that you met that you said, oh my gosh, I can't believe it?
Well, he was so incredible again to our family this past week. And what was really fun, Andre, is to see your own children, your brothers, your nieces and nephews just open-mouthed all week long because they're a part of something that some of us take for granted, being around these guys. All of the guys were so incredible, whether it was Ozzie Smith, Ted Simmons, Craig Biggio, people you don't know, Robin Yount, and somebody I grew up watching play and actually covered when I was in Milwaukee. It was so interesting to see players now relaxed, and you find out they're just normal people. Derek Jeter introduced himself to people in my family as, hi, I'm Derek. And they were like, yeah, we know. But he never said, I'm Derek Jeter. And it just tells you what kind of a person he is.
Speaking of people, last thing, and I do this a lot, CC Sabathia. I was told the story that after he had what he was going on, his wife Amber and they grabbed their entire family to come honor you. What does that just say about CC, going in with CC, and just what all he means to all of us?
What I've told everybody, have you ever met anyone that played with him that didn't say he was the best teammate ever? He still is. Nothing changed. Jim Thome, same thing, the way he was this weekend. Those great players, most of them are great people.